Dell, you were getting into this. I just wanted you to hold the brakes a little bit to get to this moment. Tell us about fall after summer, after having maybe some light weeks in the summer. We're getting the fall. How do we deal and how should we think about volunteers, especially as we're getting close to Christmas, where you're going to have a couple special services where you're going to need volunteers that are not usually scheduled. What's your thought process when it comes to volunteers in the fall?
Yeah, sure. I would say that the biggest gift you can give for your volunteers is a good framework for leader care. Because if we're not having a good system in place now, we're not going to make it to Christmas with leaders. We're going to have burnout people. We're going to have upset people. So this is what I kind of lock into my head. Celebrate, recognize, rest. Like those three things: celebrate, recognize, rest. If I can just center around those things, you're going to give your leaders what they need. And what I mean is I would honestly celebrate generosity. And the way you do that is like what you guys just said, budget for things like actually, whether it's a dinner, whether it's, I know in my budget, I have a allotment for a $25 whatever I want on 1 liter a month card. So if it's a smaller team, they get $25. Whatever. If I had a teacher just started back, I gave her an Amazon card so she can buy stuff for her classroom. I have a friend who's a hunter. I give him a box of ammo, whatever. But it's $25 that I'm able to do that. Handwritten notes go a long way. I will tell you this, and I think one of you guys was alluding to it earlier. If you are a smaller team, capitalize on the smaller team environment. You can almost help gel some of your smaller teams into community groups where they meet once a month. Have fellowship, because sometimes these serving teams, they are their own community. You guys know that. And one of the things I'm doing this year to kind of help with that process is I'm creating, I don't have a fancy name, so if you're listening and you have one, it's an exhortation team. So this is a ministry team whose job is to make sure all the ministry teams are loved on, to come up with the gifts and the things. Like this is their role. And then my job
I don't
is
think
to
you
love.
should call them the love on team. I think exhortation team works way better than the love on team.
Yeah, I think that exhortation. So yeah, I do that. Celebrate, and then when it comes to recognizing them publicly, it's just what it says. Highlight a leader on Sunday morning. If a team builds something for your church, pastor, get up there and thank the whole team. Even use their names if it's not too big of a team. What you're doing there is, number one, they're feeling recognized. Plus, it's reinforcing the value of service in your church as a whole, which is going to maybe bring some more people on that team. Because what's that thing? You celebrate what you want to have repeated. Well, we're going to celebrate that because we want that to be repeated. And the last thing is rest. Give them rest. If your worship team right now is 5 people who string it together every week, your goal is get it to 10 people where you can give them off a Sunday every month. We need to plan and rest, and not just during the holidays, but give them rest throughout the season as well. So that's my framework that I try to put everything into, and it flows out of when it comes to my leadership care.